Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video. On Solana, your daily update. In general, the situation I would say is still pretty much the same. Some things have changed a little bit, so that's what we'll talk about in this video. And I mean, we also got some major market news with Bitcoin from Mt. Gox, the big exchange hacked quite some time ago. They started to move around Bitcoin. So what that caused, and apart from that, I also think that these moves we've seen in the market are also just normal market moves. I mean, if you look at Bitcoin, we're consolidating here. Sure, yesterday we were relatively bullish, but that doesn't mean anything without a breakthrough or a breakout, which I don't think we had. So overall, we're still pretty neutral in the market. And you can also, if you look at the total 3 here, so that's the altcoin market, I would say that's still consolidating here as well, all right? Consolidating, but it's bullish, all right? Because you can see that we broke out here. We're still holding that support level, and you can also see that the altcoin market is in some sort of an uptrend here. All right, so I'm not too worried, but it will influence price, all right? And so far, I don't think it's fully bearish for Solana. Obviously, a bearish Bitcoin, which we are seeing this morning, is not great for Solana either. So I'm not going to spin this in a very positive way for Solana. But what we saw over the last couple of days, which is bearish for Solana, is that Solana against Bitcoin was losing a lot of strength. So that you can see right here, right? We had a massive bearish breakout if you look at the pair Sol against Bitcoin. So it looks, or at least we're testing the main resistance level right now, right here. And if we are able to break above that and actually get some sort of a bullish Solana against Bitcoin again, then that means that Solana on its own can have enough power to actually get somewhat more of an uptrend, all right? And that's what we want to see. Because if you look at the technical situation right now for Solana, it's still pretty much the same, and that is that we are consolidating here between 171, which is a very strong resistance level, and then 160. So that's a market situation, and the whole story I just gave you about Solana against Bitcoin, etc., is because we want to find some sort of a reason why we should expect a bullish or a bearish breakout through this consolidation. Which, by the way, I also think is confirmed. If you look at the EMAs right here, they're somewhat being respected, but mostly they're not being respected. So that's a major sign of a consolidation. And apart from that, it's also in the technicals, all right? If the price is stuck between 2 major key levels that are very hard to break, then it's quite likely that we'll bounce around between those, and that's a consolidation. But all right, so the situation has changed a little bit in my eyes because I do think it is becoming a little bit more likely that we'll get the bullish breakout. In general, I think there's a good chance that we have to drop down to 160 before breaking above 170, but I don't really see, especially if the strength of Solana against Bitcoin increases, I don't see Solana breaking below this level right here at 160 and 158. It's such a strong support level. I think the fundamentals are becoming better, at least for the major altcoins, such as Ethereum and Solana. And technically it's just very strong, all right? If you compare 160 to 171, 160 is the strongest one. Momentum is down a little bit today and over the course of yesterday evening as well. I expect that to continue. But once Bitcoin actually finds some support, so yes, we're still reliant on Bitcoin. Once we do find some support, I think Solana is going to be able to get that breakout. Until then, and on the short term, so in the next couple of hours and today, I think you should expect some bearish momentum. All right, so be careful. So something like this is probably likely, or at least it's very probable to happen. But eventually the breakout, I think, is most likely to be bullish with a continuation up to 180, 182, 185, and potentially 200 later. But we'll talk about that later as well. For now, I think that's what you need to know. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.